They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll start with the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zaccheaus, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry for DeAndre Swift. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he works takes it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the screen, and second down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver and pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J.
A.J. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A chance to really count. First half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift from 6 yards away. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. But first down, Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. There he goes, right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 71 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 62 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flank. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's the Philadelphia unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas got it with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw again. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles have widened the gap now to 50 points.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A quick throw. Complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
They'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 23.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A big play there for Philly, and even 40 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Mariota now.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not getting...
To the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught at the 5. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Mariota now to throw on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. Low check. Hut.
Mariota on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Mariota. This is Smith with the ground. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mariota again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And out now come the Eagles.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail.
And now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. And they will elect to decline the...
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
Set. Ready.
One last shot now from Mariota. And this one too low. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Mariota's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.